What is going on, everybody? Back at it again with some more Beyond Dragon Ball Super Return of Goku Black. My boy back on his BS, you feel me? Went back to Universe 10. Saw his old master Goku, choked him out, roughed him up. He didn't even choke him out, bro. He just roughed him up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Goku Twitch acting and whatnot, acting like he got hurt. Nigga didn't even touch you for real. You know what I'm saying? Get up. You know what I'm saying? But Ramush pulled up. I call nigga Rumshi for some reason. I don't know why I fuck Rumshi. But anyway, Universe 10 got instruction pulled up. About to throw hands. See how this shit about to play out. You better back it up, Goku Black. That's all I'm saying, bro. You better back it up. Look. Fighting against you got Hakai before once. As Zamasu, about to go through it again.
As our story continues with Goku Black now being shown getting into fighting position as Black.
He charged him in base? In base?
God of Destruction. As with Goku Black now
bold.
eerily calm, it was only from there where Goku Black went on to address Ramush by telling him, "I just want you to know one thing before you die. You aren't going to be facing the one Supreme Kai in training. No, you are dealing with a much more advanced and dangerous warrior than what you remembered me being." With Ramush responding, "I don't care what you claim to be. You will always and forever be known as the failure who never was in this universe. Now take action or I will take action."
Nah, he going at him in base is kind of disrespectful, no cap.
"Pleasure, God of Destruction. Now die!" But to Black's surprise, with Ramush being shown having to step out of the way with
weave.
it was only as Ramush was being shown having to be very confident
What you thought was going to happen?
to avoid Black's attack, where Ramush went on to ask, "How truly pathetic. What was that? This power is a complete joke." With Black responding, "Why you?" As he only from there quickly attempted in slashing Ramush again, it was only upon Ramush having to grab Black's arm where
You
Ramush
bold,
went on
like,
to tell
what-
him,
like-
"Your attempts of showing me this so-called great power of yours."
Like, he think he could beat him in base? That is a bold statement, nigga. That's
Is
bold.
both laughable and sad, he says.
No, dead ass, bro.
"And you assume this blade of yours will be what cuts me down," he asks. "You are nowhere near as strong as you need to be to do such things. And you clearly do not understand the difference between a Kai's power and a destroyer's. But I'll make it clear to you," he says. "Now
Before
watch
creation
closely as I
comes
show you the
destruction."
reality of where you are and what you are up against," he says. As the God of Destruction was from there quickly shown having to lift Goku Black's body up in the air by then telling him, "Your blades
Rag on that nigga, bro. Oh my God.
my divine power." He was
Black,
quickly shown
get
having to
up.
smash Goku Black's body right back down onto the ground by then having to add even more insult to injury by telling him, "Down you go, you abomination. This is just embarrassing. Now die beneath my feet," Ramush shouts. But before
Better go
Ramush
Rose,
could do
nigga.
anything about it, Ramush was only from there shown having to stomp on down in noticing that Goku Black's body was now hollow, as it was only then where Ramush went on to respond, "What's this? A decoy? An illusion?" But it didn't take the Destroyer to figure out for long that Goku Black was on the ground the entire time, with Ramush now going as far as to raise his leg up in the air by then telling Black, "How
Stop him,
sneaky
stop him out again, huh?
You won't be using that same little trick on me twice." In which, once again, with Ramush attempting to stomp down on
think he
Goku
just
Black,
did,
it was
fam.
only from there where Goku Black had quickly gone as far as to teleport out of the way by asking, "What's wrong, Destroyer? I thought you said this little trick of mine wasn't going to work on you twice," he says. "There are plenty of more surprises that wait for you as this continues, Destroyer. Am I a bit too fast for you to keep up with?" As Ramush had gone as far as to turn his head by asking, "How were you able to get behind me without me having to see you move?" he asks. As it was only within
That's
that
not
moment
good, bro.
Ramush once again
He in
attempted to
base.
strike
That's
Black
not good, bro.
Black's body being shown vanishing. It was only upon Ramush's point of contact where Goku Black went on to respond, "It would seem as though the Saiyan's technique is more effective than you gave it credit for after all, isn't it? You can thank Son Goku's instant transmission technique for my increased movements." "What did he just say this was called?" Ramush asks. "Instant transmission? But of course. It was as when the Saiyan mortal used it against Jiren during the tournament." "Oh, I am much more than that pathetic Saiyan Son Goku," Black went on to shout. "Maybe this will get you to embrace who and what I've become," he shouts. "Apart from everything you've assumed I
He got a licking.
I am more
And base.
Destroyer. As with Goku Black now seizing the opportunity in being able to finally connect a solid shot to Ramush's face, it was only upon Ramush being shown having to stumble back once where Ramush from there went on to respond, "You dare raise your hand to my face and strike me as I am, Fallen Kai? You are the first to ever do such a thing apart from another destroyer. And this itself could not get my blood pumping any more than this moment right now," he smiles. It wasn't half bad, to be honest with you. But don't tell me that was all the power that you have now, is it? Because if this is all that you are able to use in this fight against me, then you have already lost before the battle even started, Fallen Kaioshin.
He still got Rose.
Time, with an annoyed Goku Black responding, "Sir, how dare you talk to me as though I am some kind of amateur? Your infuriating ego is what'll get you killed in this fight, you irritating destroyer. Your body is not equipped to survive many more of those, and so I want to run this experiment for myself and see what you're truly made of. This is not a game," Black shouts, as he was only from there once again.
I hate talking shit like in a whole other nigga body, bro. I never got that shit.
Treated like a child in this war against you gods.
Like, you can't talk shit, bro. You know, whole other nigga body, bro. All that shit talking you can do is out the window, bro. Cause if you in your regular shit, bro, regular Zamasu, you know what I'm saying? A Kai apprentice, bro. Stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap, bro. Stop it. Super Saiyan 2 Goku put you on your ass, bro. Nothing wrong. That's saying so. I ain't saying you a bitch. If Kai, you up there, bro. Super Saiyan 2 Goku, you know what I'm saying? And Super, you up there. You know what I'm saying? But you wasn't up there type beat. But I never got that shit, bro. He really talking cash money shit. No whole other nigga about it, bro. I love him. I'm saying he got the drip, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But can't talk shit.
Now being shown playing coy and having to avoid Goku Black's punch, it was only from there where the God of Destruction went on to respond by telling him, "And here you say that I am the one who operates on ego." As from out of nowhere, we then see how Ramush had now gone as far as to uppercut Goku Black in the stomach by then telling him, "I have been in this
now he getting up
many more times than you can ever even imagine, fool. Once again, know the difference between us. Get out of my face, you failure." As with Ramush now being shown having to punch Goku Black in the face so hard, in which had now resulted in Goku Black flying towards Gowasu, with Gowasu now being taken back by this.
He got the way. Okay.
Went on to respond, "Goodness, he's heading in my direction." In which, fortunately enough, with Gowasu being shown quickly having to leap out of the way, Goku Black's body was shown crashing through Gowasu's
right through the table.
More clear now
My
that
God, he's mad.
His form could not do anything to match the destroyer, as Ramush from there went on to comment, "Punishing you is strangely satisfying, especially knowing where you came from. Now, if this is the best that your so-called power is all about, then you are finished, and therefore, there is no need to drag this fight out any longer. I will slaughter you where you lie and end your existence like it once was, so that I can go back to doing what I was doing before I came here onto this world to face you, Kai. So what's it going to be? Is there more fuel in that tank of yours, or is this the
he got Rose, fam.
Power? Answer or die. You're a lot tougher to deal with than I imagined you'd be, Black says, but
you going Rose?
By no means the full extent of what I can truly do in battle, Destroyer. Consider yourself lucky, Black says, because what I'm about to show you is only going to be the first stage of my evolution moving forward. I want you to witness my all. As we only from there see how Goku Black has now gone as far as to power up with
play that theme music.
Rage and intensity, and even the God of Destruction himself by asking, "What's this energy? It feels divine." As it was only from that point where, lo and behold, Goku Black had now
the power of a god
transform, as Goku Black went on to tell the Destroyer, "Allow me to introduce to you the full extent of the Saiyan Goku's power. A divine and unrivaled power that I like to call my own, different than those disgusting mortals. And so this will be the last thing that your eyes will ever see before before you die. This form of yours, the Destroyer says, it's different than the forms I've seen at the tournaments. What is this? But Goku Black was by no means in any kind of mood to
he ain't talking, he's up.
Conversation as Goku Black went on to dash towards the Destroyer by telling him, "Let's not wait on the introduction, Worm. We have a fight to finish, and I plan to finish this using everything I have to see you crumble beneath my feet." You ironically assume that I'd be running on borrowed time, but it is you who is limited in this fight. As we only from there see how Ramush had gone as far as to attempt to punch Black, with Black being shown having to avoid it. It was only from there where Ramush went on to respond, "Nothing you display is anything worthy of me taking seriously.
Stunner check, uppercut, shit.
None of it is your own power to begin
Ramush, put them hands up."
Why do you appear to be nervous then, Black asks, as he was only from that point then being shown having to attack Ramush, where Goku Black went on to ask, "Is it because you know that my power is on the verge of surpassing yours? Is it because you know that I am going to cleanse the multiverse of your toxic influence? Is it because I am every bit as fit to take your place as a true god? Is it fear?" I assume it's all of the above, isn't it, Black asks. You're shaking. A bit too much power behind those punches, I
think he's getting excited.
That was when Ramush had enough in
he crashing out.
Scream with such fury that Ramush's own Vice Shout was actually now strong enough in bringing Goku Black back down to his base form, as with the Destroyer's Vice Shout now being shown emanating all across the land, Goku Black was shown holding onto his skull by
He crashing out.
"Oh, my head! What is he doing? His shout knocked me out of
Ramush,
my
lose
Super
tackle."
Saiyan row." But then, before Goku Black could even finish his sentence, that
He
was
pressing
when
that nigga now, bro.
Ramush
Hold on.
smashing his way into Goku Black by tackling him and responding, "Back down where you belong. Where is your fancy form now?" Ramush shouts. "Fight back, fallen Kai."
Not fight back.
Now was left defenseless on his back, with Ramush being shown throwing a punch. It was only from that moment where Black was shown catching onto his fist by responding, "No, I won't lose, especially not to you of all creatures." As with Black now being shown powering back into Super Saiyan Rose again, it was only from there where Black went on to continue, "One way or another, before this day is through, it will either be me who breaks down and loses in this battle, or it'll be you who burns out and dies," Black shouts. "And I have no plans on going back into the grave again, Ramush." But the God of Destruction was not having it, as he was only from there shown unleashing an onslaught of punches onto Black's body. It was only from that point
Mighty blows.
where Ramush went on to address Black by telling him, "And that's assuming that we share the same kind of limitations, you disgusting animal. Watch as I grind your body into the ground." As with the God of Destruction now being shown applying even more pressure onto Black's body than before, it was only upon having to take such a beating where Goku Black had gone as far as to remember Vegeta by asking himself, "Oh, damn it all. If I don't find a way to turn things around against this worm, then I am as good as dead. Or curse these gods of destruction. What was it that Vegeta used in order to gain the upper hand against me? Yes, but of course, it was his rage," Black says. "It was the Saiyan's rage that fueled him into getting stronger against me. And that anger that courses through their body, which ignites the flame within them to burn brighter. I must find a way to tap into this rage, and fast," Black says. "I cannot have what happened on that dead planet to happen to me here again." As with Goku Black now being shown left defenseless, as the God of Destruction Ramush had continued his onslaught,
put my hands up.
on Goku Black being shown having to take such punches.
You're wide open, fam.
Went on to comment, "Is the reality of your fate starting to sink in yet? Are you beginning to realize the difference between your stolen power and mine? You were meant to uphold this universe's honor once Gowasu stepped down, but that wasn't good enough for you, now was it? You wanted to be like a destroyer, did you? Well, who are you to be granted such privilege that you didn't even earn?" Ramush asks. "Who are you to judge me for what I do? Your place was beneath us destroyers.
Talk to him.
So let this be a painful reminder of that very example, you traitor. But it was even while this was going on where Gowasu had gone as far as to sit back up by having to lean on in and responding, something's wrong. Why isn't Black's power decreasing, Gowasu asks. What are those sparks that I am sensing that are coming from inside of that body of his? Does Ramouche not sense it? Is his body adapting to the destroyer's punishment? As with the god of destruction Ramouche now being shown having to go down by grabbing Goku Black by the hair.
Rose too?
From there, where Ramouche went on to tell him, I must admit, Fallen Kai, I certainly wasn't expecting for you to hold out for as long as you did in this fight, but I've seen all that I needed from you. What did you think was going to happen?
How about a scruff?
Did you really believe that you were strong enough to match my power, you fool? You put up a decent fight, but now it's time to send you back to where you belong, he says. Keeping you around any longer than I need to would be too great of a risk, with Black responding, you haven't beaten me yet, destroyer. Silence, you disgraceful worm, Ramouche shouts. It's time that you face the full force
of what lies
behind a god of destruction. As with the god of destruction, Ramouche now looking to put an end to Goku Black once and for all, it was only right then and there during that moment where the Beyond Dragon Ball Super story of Goku Black's resurrection manga chapter number 2 special then comes to a close. Now, what exactly is Gowasu now beginning to sense that is emanating from Goku Black's body that even the god of destruction Ramouche himself seems to be overlooking in this fight, as it kind of almost seems as though Goku Black is finished but not really, which essentially now begs the question going into manga. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all so very much for your time to where once again, if you guys also just so happen to want to thank you all so much for God of Destruction
and my boy
racing Goku Black once and for all. Check out the previous manga videos if you
I think he going Rose too. Sparks? That's always a sign of ascension with these Saiyans. You see Sparks? They about to ascend the next level and go even further beyond. Man, yeah, okay. Damn, okay. Ramouche is still beating his ass. I mean, he got some licks in. You know what I'm saying? But Ramouche was still dog walking him low key. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, sweating that nigga. Cause I'm looking at this screen right now like, yeah, nigga hurt. You feel them blows. But yeah, Zamasu, yeah, bro. But you're black now. Saying. But yeah, you can't talk shit, bro. Stole that nigga power because you was hating on that nigga, bro. You like, how the fuck is a mere mortal stronger than me? A god. How is that? You was hating on that nigga so much. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? Look, it is what it is, man. That's tough, man. Go train, nigga. You a god, right? Go train. You gonna live a long time anyway. Go train, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They really don't. I don't think them niggas train they're talking about. Besides, I think the god destruction do, but the Kais. But that nigga Shin. I know he got another name too from Diamond, but you know what I'm saying? That nigga Shin. Nigga don't train. After he got pressed by Goku and Vegeta, bro, I'm like, if I was Shin, bro, I wouldn't go hit the lab. After the Buu saga, after all that shit was said and done, I don't hit the lab, bro. Cause it got me fucked up, bro. I'm a god for a reason, bro. You ain't gonna play me like that. But I'm yapping. Anyway, love y'all. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed this reaction, hit the with a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Go to 3K. If you're not subscribe, hit the bell. Like on Patreon, Twitch, and the game channels. In the description down below. Subscribe to Alex. Get ready to 2 million subscribers. You feel me? Anyway, love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one. I ain't the like button. There we go. Just if I can do that. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.